Welcome to Stories for Sleep, where science is told through dreams. Tonight, we will not look up at the sky. We will drift among the planets, where the sun blazes like a giant beating heart, and around it, 9 children spin in the silent dance of space. Each planet is a story: Mercury burning in light, Jupiter coiling like a vast sea, and Earth, the small blue planet, is the single note that knows how to breathe, to dream, to love. Yet perhaps the greatest wonder is not out somewhere far away, but in the stillness between those orbits. For when the cosmos moves, everything keeps time like your breath, like the heartbeat of the solar system. Close your eyes and let me carry you across the lullaby of orbits. Imagine, far out there, in the endless dark of space, there is a speck of light, no noise, no words, only the first light the universe offers us. That is the Sunday, an ordinary star among hundreds of billions of others. But for us, it is a beating heart, a source of life, the first eye that opens each morning. The sun, the center of the solar system, is what all the planets circle around, an anchor amid cosmic chaos, and the reason that everything from a drop of water to a breeze to the human pulse can exist. Every second, the sun sacrifices millions of tons of its own matter to radiate energy. Hydrogen nuclei in its core fuse into helium, and in the process, a small amount of mass is converted into light. Light that flies outward through space and reaches Earth after 8 minutes and 20 seconds. You might call it a nuclear reaction, but really, it is the breath of a plasma being. The sun sacrifices millions of tons of itself every second to become light. We, small creatures living on a blue planet, are kept warm by that giving. The light you see each morning is more than energy. It is a message from the heart of the universe. I burn so that you may live. If you could listen to the sun, you would hear it sing. Not with sound as we hear it, but with invisible vibrations, tiny oscillations that ripple through the blazing layers of plasma. Scientists call this helioseismology, the seismology of the Sunday. Just as Earth has earthquakes, the sun has quakes of light. Each pulse is a low note that reverberates across the solar system, carrying signals of energy, temperature, and time. Scientists have heard those vibrations. They lie outside human hearing, but if translated into sound, you would hear a deep, steady, endless music like the heartbeat of the universe itself. The sun sings in waves of plasma. Its heartbeat hums across space. And perhaps, if we listen deep enough, we will realize that within every human heart, there is also a small star singing. Your heartbeat, my heartbeat, are merely faint echoes of the sun's own rhythm. Billions of years ago, when Earth was a molten rock, the sun was there. It saw everything: the first storms, the first droplets, the first sprouts of life rising in the oceans. The sun witnessed every step of evolution, like a quiet mother watching her child grow, shining without expecting to be looked back at. Some say the sun is fire, but in truth, the sun is memory. Every ray carries the memory of millions of years of burning. And when that light touches your skin, you touch the distant past of the universe. The light that warms your skin left the sun 8 minutes ago, but the warmth in your heart has been traveling since the dawn of time. If Earth is the body of the solar system, then the sun is the heart, a heart that never stops beating with beams of light. Each second, it emits more than 86 times 10 circumflex, 26 megawatts of energy, flooding space and wrapping the planets like blood vessels of light. Those rays, when they reach Earth, become wind, waves, trees, and finally life. Everything you see, the light reflected in your eyes, the green of leaves, the warmth in your hands, all began from this heart. Every breath you take began as sunlight. The sun burns without pause, and with every passing second, it loses millions of tons of mass. Though it feels no pain, it is still a quiet sacrifice. It gives away without holding back. It shines without demanding to be seen. Without the sun, there would be no life. Yet that light never calls itself the source of life. The sun burns itself to keep the universe warm. Like a mother, it loves by giving, and perhaps that is what we forget in the rush of life, that existence is not about possessing, but about sharing the light we have. In the late afternoon, when the sun sinks below the horizon, the sky becomes still, but that light does not vanish. It simply rests, traveling to other worlds to continue warming other beings waiting for dawn. And in that moment, as light fades at the edge of your vision, you will feel something very small and very true. Every light eventually rests. Like you, a tiny ray in the ocean of the universe, need to surrender yourself to the night, to be reborn, to dream, to burn again. Even the sun rests in the twilight, so that it may shine again. The sun is not alone. Around it, 8 planets spin like musical notes. Each orbit is a melody, each world a variation on the sun's light. From here, our journey begins leaving the mother star. We drift past Mercury's blazing orbit, Venus's sorrow, Mars's arid lands, and the icy oceans of Neptune. Each planet, near or far, carries a portion of the light entrusted by the Sunday. For that light, traveled across billions of kilometers, still holds enough gentleness to touch the deepest places in our hearts. The sun does not ask who deserves its light. It simply shines. As you listen, relax your body. Let the outer light dissolve into the darkness within your mind. For tonight in this sleep, you lie in the sun's embrace, surrounded by billions of photons lulling you with the song of the cosmos. And as you drift into dreaming, let the next chapter take you to Mercury, where the first sunlight strikes the rock, where the sun's fierce heat becomes the breath of the nearest planet. Sleep now, little traveler. The sun is still singing, and its light will find you, even in your dreams. The sun's light, after its 8-minute journey across cold space, finally touches this place, a tiny speck of dust in the dark. Yet, it is blue, Earth, home, friend, mother, where you were born, where you breathe, where every dream begins. Among countless planets orbiting the sun, only Earth sings with water, with wind, and with life. If the universe is a dry desert, Earth is the only oasis that can reach out to light with its oceans. Water, seemingly simple, is the first miracle. On Earth, it exists in 3 states: liquid in oceans, solid in ice, and vapor in clouds. Nowhere else in the solar system manages that. Not Mars, not Europa, not Titan. Earth is the only world where water sings in all 3 voices. Imagine, every drop you drink today was once a speck of mist floating through the air millions of years ago. Every rain, every river is a repeating memory, a lullaby the planet sings to itself. When the ocean rises, Earth breathes deeply. When polar snow melts, she weeps. When clouds roll, wind blows, thunder roars. It is the heart of the planet beating in the atmosphere. Every breeze you feel is the planet exhaling. Oh, deep inside the planet, a silent dance spans hundreds of millions of years, the dance of rock and fire. Earth does not stand still. Beneath your feet, giant continental plates slowly move a few centimeters each year, and over time they create mountains, seas, and new oceans. That motion is called plate tectonics, a unique mechanism, a second heart of the planet. Because of it, Earth constantly renews itself. Mountains rise and wear away. Oceans open and close. Continents split and rejoin. Mountains rise, oceans close, and the Earth remembers itself. If you look at Earth from above, you will see it inhaling and exhaling at geological scales. The space beneath you is not static. It lives, stretches, dreams. Deep within, magma flows like hot veins, carrying energy across the planet's body. That flow is life's current, hot, slow, steady, and it keeps the planet from ever aging out. A little farther out, beyond the atmosphere, Earth has an invisible protective embrace, the magnetosphere. No one sees it, but it wraps the planet like a warm blanket in a cold universe. Because of it, the fierce particles of the solar wind are blocked, unable to rip the atmosphere away or ignite nascent life. Earth's magnetosphere shields us from space. Each time the aurora appears at the poles, it is the moment that invisible armor becomes visible. Light dances green, purple, red streaks made when solar wind touches Earth's shield. A breathtaking dance, because it proves life exists thanks to things we cannot see. Earth has a loyal, solitary companion that has orbited us for billions of years. The moon, not merely a mirror reflecting the sun, but the keeper of the ocean's rhythm. When the moon is full, the sea rises. When it wanes, the tide retreats. The ocean moves to the moon's tune, and life, especially in the planet's early days, learned to arise to that rhythm. The moon pulls the sea, and the sea teaches life to move. Few know that the moon is slowly drifting away. Each year it moves about 3.8 centimeters farther, very slowly, almost imperceptible, but relentless. One day, far in the future, tidal rhythms will change. Days and nights will lengthen, and Earth, still spinning, will remember that lost companion, like a heart recalling a once shared beat. The moon is slowly drifting away. When we look at Earth from space, it is not only beautiful, it sings. NASA has recorded the planet's natural oscillation frequencies, and when translated to sound, we hear a deep, steady, gentle hum, like a sleep breath. It is the sound of the magnetic field, the atmosphere, the pulse of life. Each lightning strike, each gust of wind, each wave are notes in Earth's symphony. Earth is not silent. It hums softly to itself. And if you listen closely, in the quiet of night, against the sound of your own heartbeat, you might hear that hum because they vibrate on the same frequency. The human heart and Earth's pulse both oscillate around the same band, 0.1 hertzes. A coincidence or an ancient harmony? No one knows for sure, but perhaps it is the way the planet speaks to us. Among billions of worlds, Earth is the only story we can touch. It is fragile and resilient, ancient and always new. More than merely a place where life exists, Earth is alive. Earth is not just where life exists. Earth is alive. Now, as we leave Earth, take one last look. A small blue dot floating in the dark. Everything you ever knew, loved, and dreamed. But do not be sad to depart. No matter how far you travel, a part of Earth goes with you, in your breath, in your blood, in the atomic memory of you. Wherever you go, the Earth travels with you. Relax. Let your body drift among the gentle dark as this voice carries you further to Mars, the red world, to the frozen outer worlds, where sunlight grows dim, but still warm enough to remind you. Every journey begins and ends with Earth. Sleep now, child of Earth, for the planet hums beneath your dreams. From Earth's blue orbit, looking outward through the sun's fading glow, a red speck appears, quiet and solitary Mars. No blue seas, no forests, only red deserts and dusty pink skies. Yet beneath that cold surface are the scars of life that once was. Mars is not dead. It is a scar frozen in time. Long before life appeared on Earth, Mars may have had rivers, lakes, and a thick atmosphere. Rovers found dry riverbeds. Ancient channels vanished billions of years ago. The red sand you see today was once touched by water. Every grain, every rock on Mars is a memory, a fossil of a warmer era. The rivers are gone, but their whispers remain in the sand. Mars hosts a giant mountain, 3 times the height of Everest and as wide as France, Olympus Mons. The colossal volcano stands as proof that Mars once had a hot heart. It formed when magma surged from the depths without being smoothed by tectonic plates, because Mars lacks plate tectonics like Earth's. So the volcano kept growing and growing until the planet's internal fires cooled. Now Olympus Mons stands not smoking, no lava, no glow, a sleeping giant. If you put your ear to the red ground, you might still hear the faint echo of cooled magma, like the weak heartbeat left in a vast body. Once, Mars burned. Now it remembers. Far away, a great rift cuts across Mars's surface, a wound longer than 4,000 kilometers and 10 times deeper than the Grand Canyon. That is Valles Marineris, the largest canyon in the solar system. No one knows exactly what formed it, old quakes, or the planet's cooling causing cracks. But looking at it feels like seeing a slash through time, a scar the planet carries to remind us that it once lived, once hurt, once changed. Every canyon is a memory of the planet's heartbeat. If Earth still moves and breathes, Mars is a body that has mostly stopped. But like any once living thing, it still tells stories not with sound, but with shape. Remarkably, even cold and quiet, Mars still has seasons. Its axial tilt is about 25 degrees, close to Earth's, so it experiences spring, summer, autumn, winter. In summer, the skies brighten as red dust rises. In winter, CO2 frost covers the poles. During transitions, sunlight through the dust paints blue sunsets. Not red, a promise that beauty survives in silence. On Mars, sunsets are blue. Through the lenses of probes, those scenes are not dead, they dream. Sand, stone, darkness all shift slowly across centuries, like a very long, very deep breath of a sleeping soul. Though seas and forests are gone, wind still moves across Mars. Cold, weak gusts are enough to redraw dunes a little each year. Grains of sand shift, ripples change. Even without life, the planet still speaks through its deserts. Nobody listens, but it still speaks. Nobody bears witness, but it still moves. Even in death, Mars still tells stories through dust and wind. In that red silence, dust becomes memory, wind becomes whispers. Dunes creep centimeters each year, composing the slowest of poems in the universe. Mars may have once been a young Earth with rivers, storms, thunder. Perhaps tiny life bloomed and faded in silence. Now it sleeps, not absolute death, but a long sleep. Each time sunlight sweeps its surface, rocks absorb energy, temperatures vary, and ice melts and freezes in cracks. A rhythm remains small, faint, but real, like the fragile breath of a soul unwilling to die. Mars sleeps, but its dreams still move the dust. Now, as you hover above Mars's orbit in imagination, look down. The whole dark red planet lies still like a healed wound, yet holding a low, persistent ache. And you begin to understand, the universe is not only full of vivid life, it is woven from things lost. For even in death, beauty continues in a mountain's curve, in red dust, in the silence of wind. The universe remembers through its scars. Let Mars's light slowly dim in your mind, like a note fading from a cosmic symphony. As you drift away from the red orbit, carry with you the sense that, even in fading, there is a faint warmth. Sleep now, traveler among the red sands. The dust still remembers the stars. And as you sink towards sleep, let me take you to Jupiter, the great giant of the planets where storms never cease, yet where we learn the power of balance within chaos. We leave Mars, the red planet, sleeping among dusty deserts, and head inward toward the brighter heat of the inner system, where before us a jewel shimmers in a misty white haze. Venus. From afar, Venus is dazzling. Its light is the brightest reflection in the night sky. Called the morning star or the evening star, ancient civilizations watched it for thousands of years, thinking it a symbol of life, of goddesses, of beauty. But if you come near, you will see it is not a gem. It is a kiln, burning under poisonous clouds, a furnace wrapped in clouds. Venus, Earth's sister planet, almost the same size, same gravity, similar materials. But its fate is a distorted mirror of our own. There, the sky is not blue but murky yellow. Clouds do not rain water but sulfuric acid. Surface temperatures can melt lead over 460 degrees Celsius. Where rain burns and the air crushes, beauty hides behind pain. Long ago, Venus may have been like Earth, oceans, clouds, water vapor. But then the sun and greenhouse effects overwhelmed it. Water vapor rose rather than condense into rain, trapping more heat. That runaway greenhouse effect is a loop that can't be reversed. Heat makes vapor. Vapor traps more heat until oceans boil away. Now, Venus suffocates in its own atmosphere, dense, about 90 times heavier than Earth's, pressing everything down like the weight of a great ocean. If you stood there, you would not see the sun, only a thick, milk gold sky. If you spoke, your voice would not carry far, only heavy echoes, low and remote, like whispers in a fever. Venus breathes, but every breath is a fever. On that planet, a single day is longer than a year. It takes 243 Earth days to rotate once on its axis, but only 225 days to orbit the Sunday. That means the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, a slow, strange, retrograde rotation. Imagine living where twilight stretches for months, dawn too, where light never quite warms. As the sun moves slowly across the stew of clouds, time seems to stop. In that stillness, you can hear the planet sigh, slow, heavy, tired breathing. Unlike Earth, Venus lacks a global magnetic field. There is no shield from solar wind. Though its atmosphere is thick, deep inside its metallic heart, the core no longer spins. There is no pulse, only smoldering heat. The heart of Venus has stopped, yet the fire still lingers. Perhaps that is why Venus is both alive and dead. It still shines brilliantly in Earth's night sky, but not by its own light, only by reflected sunlight, trying to appear radiant while inwardly ash. If Earth is a mirror, Venus is a warped reflection of the same soul. Two planets born from the same dust, with similar size, mass, and ingredients, but separated by a few million kilometers. A few million miles turned a sister into a shadow. A few million miles turned a sister into a shadow. When we look at Venus, we see ourselves what we could become if we drift down the wrong path. A warming Earth, losing balance, an atmosphere thick with suffocation. Venus is a warning from a possible future, an admonition written in dust, a faint voice across time saying, "I was once like you, don't become me." Yet strangely, Venus remains the brightest star in the night hypnotic, beckoning, like the ancients called it, the star of love. A consuming love beauty that demands the price of life. Beauty and ruin share the same light. Perhaps that is why Venus captivates. It reminds us that even in darkness and error, there is light worth beholding. Light that may not promise salvation, but that invites reflection on our limits. As we depart Venus, its glow recedes, and the sun reappears ahead, a golden sphere that breathes and burns, sending light outward. Farther out, Mercury races close to the sun, as the smallest bright dot, hot, agile, running, but never escaping gravity. Before we reach Mercury, glance back at Venus one last time. That planet without water, without cool wind, still emits a quiet glow like a sister who survived the storm. Even in her ruin, she still glows. Relax, take a deep breath. Let your breath become Venus's pale clouds, drifting, dissolving, vanishing into space. For in every dream, no matter the planet, the universe sings the same song of light, breath, and memory. Sleep now, voyager between the worlds, for even the burning stars sing you to rest. Sleep now, traveler among worlds, for even the brightest stars sing you to sleep. And in that sleep, we will continue past quick Mercury, onward to Jupiter, the giant of storms and patience. We drift out of the inner solar system, past Mars, past the asteroid belt, past massive Jupiter, past Saturn's glittering rings, and the space ahead grows deep blue and quiet. Uranus and Neptune loom ahead, two distant cold worlds that seem motionless, yet inside they hide storms, winds, and diamond dances, proof that even in the coldest places, life breathes in its own way. Frozen, yet alive. Silent, yet storming. Uranus does not spin like the other planets. It tilts about 98 degrees, nearly lying on its side. If Earth spins like a top, Uranus rolls like a turquoise marble around the Sunday. Uranus rolls around the Sunday. No one knows what made it tilt so far. Perhaps an ancient collision with a massive body knocked it over, forever changing its posture. On Uranus, a season lasts about 42 years. The other season, a total of 42 years more. There, day and night trade places not hourly, but over decades, half a century of sunless cold, then half a century of unending light. For half a century, the sun never rises. For the other half, it never sets. Its atmosphere is a mix of hydrogen, helium, and methane, giving Uranus a chilly aquamarine color, as though draped in dreamlight. But do not let the stillness fool you. Inside, heat radiates from the core, and winds can blow faster than sound. Thousands of kilometers down beneath those layers, pressure and heat are so extreme that carbon is squeezed into diamonds. Those diamonds fall like rain, glittering in the dark before melting deeper where it is hotter, forming a deep ocean of liquid diamond. It rains diamonds on Uranus and Neptune. Imagine a storm without thunder or lightning, only regiments of gemstones falling through night. No witness needed. The universe does such things without an audience. Even unseen, beauty still happens. At the poles of Uranus and Neptune, winds can exceed 2,000 kilometers per hour, faster than sound. You cannot hear them, only sense the silent whirl of their storms. They blow for centuries without cease, as if to keep the planet awake in its cold slumber. The wind is the heartbeat of frozen worlds. Just as the human heart keeps beating in sleep, Uranus and Neptune live in their own way, slow, deep, quiet. They are the universe's meditators, sitting still in ice while inner fires churn. Further out is Neptune, deep, teal, almost violet, so beautiful that looking into it feels like looking into infinity. Neptune was not seen before it was predicted. It was found by math. Astronomers noticed Uranus's orbit was perturbed as if an invisible object tugged at it. By calculation alone, they determined where another planet must be. And when telescopes pointed there, Neptune was indeed there. A planet born from thought and found by belief. A planet born from thought, found by belief. On Neptune, storms do not stop. The great dark spot, a storm larger than Earth, spins in its deep blue atmosphere, disappearing and reappearing like the breath of an ancient god. Both Uranus and Neptune are so far from the sun that sunlight is only about 1/400th of Earth's intensity. Yet in that darkness, these planets shine from within, producing heat, like preserved primordial light. That internal glow is why they live, despite being covered in ice and lacking organic life. Frozen bodies with burning hearts. If Earth is the song of life, Neptune and Uranus are the music of meditation and stillness. No voices, no noise, only slow rotation, like a clock of eternity. Strange though it may be, those planets seem utterly silent, but contain enormous energy within. They have no solid surface, only deep gas layers and hot cores where pressure and temperature make diamonds, light, and invisible waves. Stillness does not mean silence. Like cosmic monks, they sit amid storms, and the storms are their breath. Neptune turns faster than Earth, only about 16 hours a day, each rotation driving immense winds across gaseous oceans. Each planet has its own song, and scientists have captured the sounds of these giants, their oscillation frequencies low and resonant, like the universe's meditative chant. The universe hums through its giants. Now, you have passed through the coldest regions of the solar system. Ahead is the outer edge, where worlds fade and small bright points called Pluto, Eris, Sedna await lost, half ice, half-shadowed worlds drifting around the sun like distant memories. Relax. Let your mind drift slowly like those planets, because even in coldness, the cosmos continues to create, continues to breathe, and every one of its breaths is a lullaby. Even the farthest worlds still listen to the Sunday. As you fall asleep, imagine yourself floating through diamond rains, pearls in the dark, falling slowly around you, light as breath, bright as dreams. You are in the most splendid silence of the universe. No sound but your heartbeat already blending with the rhythm of the frozen planets. Sleep now, traveler of ice and storms, for even diamonds fall softly in the dark. Oh, and as your breathing evens, let Neptune's pale light invite you farther to Pluto, that small world at the solar system's rim, where the line between reality and infinity becomes a single breath. We are now flying back toward the solar system's center, where sunlight is still strong enough to color planets in gold and red. Ahead are two ancient beacons, the stars of gas yet to form, and hearts of gas tender and violent at once. From far off, Jupiter looks like a swirling, colorful orb bands of orange, brown, and white, blended like a dream in liquid light. But up close, you see each stripe is a storm, a current, a moving world. Jupiter is 1,300 times the mass of Earth, and heavier than all the other planets combined. It has no solid surface, only gas, pressure, and a small hot core where metals might liquefy. Jupiter breathes not with lungs, but with storms. At its heart sits the Great Red Spot, a storm that has raged for more than 350 years. It is larger than 3 Earths and spins without end, never stopping, never fading. Each swirl is a planetary exhale, the Great Red Spot, a storm that has forgotten how to end. Imagine flying through it, thick clouds thousands of kilometers deep, lightning flashing in the dark, each bolt the length of a city. Yet within that storm, there is strange beauty, the persistence of time, the power of stillness in motion. Even far from the sun, Jupiter glows with its own heat. Its gravity compresses gas to produce heat and light, making Jupiter something like a star that never formed. A failed star, still shining from within. Within its thick atmosphere, lightning strikes sing the universe's ancient voice. NASA captured Jupiter's radio waves, and when converted into sound, they resemble a low, resonant roar of an electric ocean. Deep, ancient, contemplative, the song of grandeur. Jupiter has more than 90 moons, each a world, each a story. Europa, an icy moon, that may hide a liquid ocean beneath the shell. Io, volcanic, spouting molten lava like a living mountain. Ganymede, bigger than Mercury. Callisto, old and pockmarked. Each moon is a memory orbiting the giant that made it. Each moon is a memory orbiting the giant that made it. Jupiter's moon system is a miniature cosmos. Each small world may host oceans, atmospheres, and histories of its own. They are like stardust, orbiting a nearly born star, composing a small symphony inside the greater universe. As we leave Jupiter, the red glare of storms slips behind, and ahead appears a soft golden glow, Saturn. If Jupiter is the giant of fire and wind, Saturn is the planet of meditation and rings, so beautiful it takes your breath away as sunlight refracts through its ice rings. Those rings are not solid. They are billions of tiny ice particles spinning rapidly, making the shimmering band we see from Earth. Rings made of ice, thin as a breath, bright as forgiveness. They may seem eternal, but they are fading. Tiny pieces of ice are slowly pulled into the planet, vaporized, and dissolved into the atmosphere. Scientists say that in a few 100 million years, Saturn's rings may vanish. Even the most beautiful things fade. Perhaps that is what makes Saturn more beautiful, because it knows it is dissolving, yet still shines. A lesson from the cosmos. Fragility is a sublime form of eternity. Among Saturn's many moons, Titan is the most wondrous. It has a thick atmosphere and lakes of liquid methane that flow like water on Earth. There, rain falls as gas, rivers of methane wind across hazy orange plains, and the sky hangs with a veil of golden mist. Titan rains not water, but dreams. We think Titan might hide life, not life as we know it, but life of different chemistry, different ways to exist. When Cassini flew by, it sent home dreamlike images, foggy plains, and still lakes like paintings in sleep. It felt like glimpsing another Earth in a primordial dream. Like Jupiter, Saturn radiates internal heat. It spins quickly, one rotation, in just over 10 hours, making it ablate, flattened into a golden disk. Saturn hums softly, spinning like a slow prayer. Saturn hums softly, spinning like a slow prayer. When Saturn's radio waves are converted to sound, it is like distant bells across the cosmos, a warm, steady tone like a sleeping god's heartbeat. Jupiter and Saturn are not merely planets, they are tiny suns in themselves. Each has dozens of moons. Each moon may have oceans and atmospheres, and its own story. They teach us that within every world, there are countless inner worlds. The cosmos does not just expand outward, it also goes inward into dust, storms, and walls of light. Each planet is a universe within itself. Now, leaving Saturn's orbit, the golden light fades, and ahead lies a dark region where small, cold planets wait. Pluto, Eris, Haumea, quiet drifters in the sun's outer reaches, where light is but a whisper. But before reaching there, glance back one last time. Two giant planets, a red and a gold, turn slowly, keeping the rhythm of the stars. Between fire and ice, the giants keep the rhythm of the stars. Let that rhythm lull you. Relax your shoulders, slow your breath, because right now, you drift through vast gaseous oceans, hearing the sound of eternity humming beneath the clouds. Sleep now, child of the giants, for their storms will guard your dreams. As sleep deepens, our dream travels onward, through cold outer regions to Pluto, where sunlight is only a memory but beauty remains as intact as the last breath of light. We leave Saturn, the ringed planet, whose circles shine like vows, and head toward its moons and Jupiter's children, where the universe hides water, breath, and the memory of life beneath sheets of ice. Not everywhere in the solar system is barren. Not every distant world is silent. Beneath icy shells, the cosmos is whispering. They are not static ice balls, but restless worlds with secret oceans. Come close to Europa, one of Jupiter's 4 large moons. From afar, it looks like a cold silver pearl, reflecting the sun's weak light. Up close, you will see long fissures like veins across a thick ice shell. Those cracks are not wounds, but signs of motion and breath. Beneath that shell lies an ocean deeper than all Earth's seas combined. Scientists believe that ocean is warmed by tidal heating. Europa flexes in Jupiter's gravity, heating internally, melting ice, and keeping water liquid. Beneath the frozen shell, the moon remembers how to flow. If you could put your ear to its surface, you might hear water slapping against the ice from below waves of an unseen ocean. Sounds not meant for humans, but for the cosmos itself, as if Europa sings, very softly and far away, of memories of life. Leaving Europa, we fly to Enceladus, another icy jewel orbiting Saturn. Its surface is snow-white and smooth, and from cracks at its south pole, enormous geysers shoot water hundreds of kilometers into space, falling back like snow. The moon exhales, and the universe listens. Those plumes were sampled by Cassini and found to contain salts, organics, and warmth, hinting there may be a subsurface liquid ocean. Where water meets heat, life, maybe microbial, can exist. So, amid billions of kilometers of cold, a tiny moon breathes. Each plume is a heartbeat, each white column a lullaby about life that might spark, even where light cannot reach. In the darkest corners of space, something still dares to breathe. But not all moons are cold. Return to Jupiter and meet Io, the volcanic moon, the solar system's erupting heart. Its surface is yellow, orange, red like a burn scar. Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system. Every few hours, hundreds of volcanoes erupt, throwing ash high above the surface. This is the same tidal mechanism that warms Europa. Jupiter's pull stretches Io so intensely it boils inside. Io does not sleep, it burns. Entry. If Europa is a breath, Io is the heartbeat, strong, violent, enduring. Under pale sunlight, Io is a flame that never goes out, a symbol that heat and life go hand in hand in any corner of the cosmos. Further on, we find Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system, even bigger than Mercury. From the outside, it seems calm, scarred, but inside, scientists suspect a metallic core, a magnetic field, and hidden oceans. Ganymede is a moon that believes it's a planet. In quiet, it orbits Jupiter, playing both guardian of orbital balance and emanating faint electromagnetic tones, like a thoughtful planet. Each rotation is a reminder of order and harmony, not loud, not violent, but existing with a gentle power, like the universe's slow heartbeat in sleep. Farther still is Callisto, pocked, old, somber. Its surface is a time capsule of impacts from billions of years, preserving the solar system's history. Callisto is less active, but thus it keeps the system's memory whole, an archive of collisions and comets. Callisto is the memory of the system. In darkness, it turns slowly, each scar a low note in the symphony of time. No ocean, no breath needed, just presence, because sometimes mere existence is a form of life. Leaving Jupiter, we head to Neptune and meet Triton, Neptune's largest moon. Triton orbits backwards, rare in the solar system, suggesting it was captured, once a dwarf planet brought to a new life by gravity. Its surface is coated with nitrogen ice, yet it shows geological activity. Fountains of gas erupt from the cold ground, like the weak breath of a world refusing to sleep. Europa, Enceladus, Io, Ganymede, Callisto, Triton, each moon is a world, a lesson of the cosmos. They teach us that life does not only require light, it needs motion. Not only water, but the will to keep breathing. Life does not demand warmth, only rhythm. Looking back, everything from Europa to Triton tells the same story. The universe seeks to renew itself, whether through fire or ice, through silence or hidden waves. Now, as we leave the moons, look back those small gems, orbiting the giants each hide oceans, breaths, memories. Ahead is the outer rim, where planets fade into tiny lights and dwarf worlds like Pluto await in the solar system's cold dawn. Beyond the moons, the sun is just a memory. Passing beyond the moons, the sun becomes a memory. Relax your body. Feel your breath, like Enceladus. Hear the subsurface waves of Europa. For inside each of us, there remains an undiscovered ocean. Sleep now, dreamer of oceans unseen, for the stars will guard your tides. As we leave Europa and Enceladus moons that may hide life, our imaginary ship sails farther, past Saturn, through Neptune's icy reaches, and into the frigid borderlands where the sun is a mere star amidst billions. The sunlight is so faint you could look right at it. It is no longer the dazzling sphere, but a lonely speck. Yet in that remoteness, the universe hides its most delicate beauties. Beyond Neptune, sunlight fades, but memory does not. Pluto, the name itself, once sparked debates. Is it a planet or a forgotten fragment? If you come close, Pluto needs no label. It is beautiful in its small, cold solitude, and it still holds a heart. When New Horizons flew past in 2015, it returned the first images, and amid Pluto's frozen surface, a heart-shaped region appeared. Sputnik Planitia. That is not just ice, but solid nitrogen, slowly moving like a frozen, breathing basin. Even in the coldest worlds, something still remembers how to love. Pluto's tenuous atmosphere appears only when it nears the sun. As it moves away, the atmosphere freezes and falls back onto the surface. A planet that inhales and exhales across centuries, an entity hibernating in the embrace of space. Pluto breathes with centuries. Perhaps beneath the nitrogen ice, there is a warm, dark, ancient ocean. If so, even at the far edge of the solar system, there may be water and perhaps life. Moving a bit inward, between Mars and Jupiter, lies the asteroid belt, an ancient field of rocks, where Ceres and Vesta drift quietly. They are half-formed planets, born amid the solar system's early chaos, yet never fully becoming planets. Half-formed planets, fossils of creation. Ceres, the first dwarf planet discovered, shows bright patches on its surface, crystalline salt veins, reflecting weak sunlight like tears of stone, reminding us that life often begins with minerals and water. Vesta, in contrast, is hot and dry, a giant rock bearing marks of billions of impacts, its pitted face like a moon, each crack a memory of the system's violent youth. When you look at Ceres and Vesta, you see Earth's own past, a time when dust, rock, and light had not decided what they would become, only knowing to spin and collide, making something larger. Creation is patient. Even dust takes its time to become worlds. Farther out, beyond Neptune, lies the Kuiper Belt, a giant ring containing billions of small objects, fragments of ice, rock, and primordial dust. This is Pluto's home, and the cadre of thousands of other dwarf worlds. They are not bright or large, but they are the solar system's building blocks. The Kuiper Belt, a frozen archive of time. If you cruise through it, you will see billions of ice shards drifting silently. No collisions, no glow, only the faint reflection of far sunlight. Each piece is a silent memory of the system's formation of collisions, melting, and rebirth. Beyond the Kuiper belt, at distances 100,000 times the Earth-Sun gap, sits the Oort cloud, the final frontier of the solar system, perhaps the first of interstellar beginnings. Here the sun is merely one star among many, its pull nearly gone. This is the eternal dark, where comets sleep for billions of years, until some motion wakes them, and they swing inward to briefly blaze before dissolving. At the edge of the sun's reach, comets dream of fire. The Oort cloud is where the solar system fades into the beyond. There are no clear borders, just a blending of light and dark, of infinity and beginning. Here, all motion slows as if time itself freezes into ice. In the Oort cloud, even time forgets to move. It is a place where sound stops. No radio waves, no storms, no wind. Only silence so vast it becomes music. You are at the very edge of the solar system, and in that darkness, everything seems to be asleep. Yet everything still turns, waits, and lives quiet like your pulse, slow and steady, still part of the star's rhythm. Silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of eternity. Turning back, the sun is a tiny glint of light, but that light still touches you, for it is not just energy, but the thread that connects everything from dust in the Oort cloud to your heartbeat right now. Everything that drifts still belongs. You float among ice, comets, and small worlds, while the universe hums its lullaby in silence. At the far edge of the solar system, when light fades, stories continue. It might seem the journey ends in the Oort cloud, where the sun is a speck, but from there a trace of Earth still drifts. A small object, not even a ton, carries our voice, laughter, and music outward, leaving the solar system forever. A message in a bottle, cast into the galaxy. End of quote. In 1977, when humanity was still learning how to listen, two small probes launched from Florida, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Initially tasked to explore Jupiter and Saturn, they pressed on as if the universe made way for them past Uranus and Neptune, and eventually past the edge of the solar system. They became the first messengers of humanity drifting where sunlight fades. Voyager 1 now lies more than 24 billion kilometers from Earth, where the sun is just an ordinary star. Each radio signal it sends takes over 22 hours to reach home. Engineers at NASA sit through nights waiting for weak, breath-like signals from a craft drifting in negative 270 degrees Celsius darkness. Somewhere, a machine built by human hands is touching the edge of eternity. Each Voyager carries a gift, a golden record of Earth's sounds and images. On it are the rain, the sea, leaves rustling, a child's laugh, music by Bach, Beethoven, Chuck Berry, and greetings in 55 languages. Hello from the children of planet Earth. The golden disc is carefully packaged with instructions, like a letter to another civilization, to be found perhaps millions of years hence. And maybe, if it is found and played, someone will hear our laughter echo back across the void. A song that may never be heard, but was sung anyway. That disc is a messenger and a capsule of human hope. We know it is almost certain no one will find it. Yet we sent it anyway, because humanity exists by faith in the uncertain. While we send greetings outward, we also reach inward toward the place where light is born. Parker Solar Probe is the only craft to dive into the sun's corona. It travels faster than any human-made object, approaching 700,000 kilometers per hour. To understand the sun, we had to touch it. Each Parker pass records plasma waves, the solar wind, and magnetic fields, things we once only felt as morning light. Parker does not say hello. It silently enters the fire like a meditator walking into the sun to hear the solar system's heartbeat. It does not fear the fire, it listens to it. And then there is a ship that never leaves Earth yet lets us look the farthest, the Hubble Space Telescope. Launched in 1990, its eyes have never closed. Hubble peers back across billions of years, seeing galaxies born and galaxies dying. Through its lens, the universe remembers how to paint. And the images Hubble sends vivid nebulae, exploding supernovae. Tiny points of light that are whole galaxies remind us we are both tiny and fortunate. Among all those stars we get to look, we are the universe becoming aware of itself. Voyager, Parker, Hubble, 3 craft, 3 directions. One leaves, one dives in, one looks out. Yet each carries a piece of humanity, not flesh but will, dreams, and the desire to touch. Every spacecraft is a heartbeat beating far from home. We do not only send machines, we send questions. Who are we in this sea of stars? By sending them, we answered ourselves. We are dreamers, daring to exist in the dark. Each faint signal Voyager returns is met with joy, but also with a quiet sorrow. For as it flies farther, the distance will never be recovered. One day, it will stop returning signals and just drift silent forever. But that is not death. It is a return to the universe. It will drift forever, carrying our laughter into the void. And perhaps, billions of years hence, another civilization will find it. Place the golden disc on a player and hear the sound of Earth, the waves, a heartbeat, a human hello. The moment, whether it arrives or not, makes us belong to the universe now. One of those little specks of light out there might be Voyager, still traveling, still sending, still speaking for us. Think of that as you close your eyes. A machine made by human hands, drifting through endless space, inside which are your heartbeat, your homeland rain, and humanity's laughter. We are not lost in space. We are spreading across it. Now let Hubble's purple nebula lull you, Parker's solar flame warm you, and Voyager's cosmic silence hold you as you sleep. For while you sleep, Earth's messengers keep flying. As Voyager drifts among the stars, Parker plunges toward the sun, and Hubble keeps peering into the night. Earth, the small home, still spins, quiet, steady, never stopping. Like a heart, the solar system keeps beating. The sun, the star that made all, also changes, like every living thing. Every 11 years, its polarity flips north, becomes south, south becomes north. Each cycle brings new energy. Sunspots appear and vanish, and the space around us changes rhythm. Even the sun changes its mind. As when you look at sunlight, you look into the past, because light takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to Earth. So when you look up at daylight, you are not seeing the present, you are seeing that morning's past. The sunlight that warms you left the sun 8 minutes ago. Every ray is a particle of memory, a message from the central star saying, I am still here, I am still breathing. In every photon are traces of time, life, and waiting. When you look to the night and see planets circling the sun like rings, they are not truly perfect circles. Each orbit is an ellipse, skewed, off-center, and uneven, a dance that is imperfect, yet strangely harmonious. Nothing in the universe moves perfectly, yet everything moves beautifully. That imperfection creates balance. If orbits were perfect circles, planets would never change distance. There would be no seasons, no change, and perhaps no life. The universe does not need perfection. It only needs motion. Likewise, you do not need to be perfect. You only need to be alive, still turning. If we could go far enough to see the whole solar system as a small dot in the Milky Way, we would see every planet, moon, and speck moving together around the galaxy's center. That galactic orbit takes 200 225 million years. 225 million years, the time since dinosaurs first appeared. The solar system has completed only one lap. Every 225 million years, our solar system completes one orbit around the galaxy. In that enormous spin, Earth is but dust circling a small star among hundreds of billions. But the miracle is, we sense it, we know, we drift, and through that awareness, we belong to the whole. Tonight, you are part of the galaxy's slow dance. Sleep now, traveler of light, for you too are a star resting in its orbit. You have traveled far, from the sun's first flame, across planets turning like musical notes, to the solar system's outskirts where light is a whisper. You passed Jupiter's storms, skimmed Saturn's hair-fine rings, touched Europa's hidden ocean, and let Pluto's icy heart faintly reflect distant sunlight. Now, as all planets keep turning and light keeps moving, you do not need to go further. The universe will continue, even while you sleep. You've traveled far. The universe can wait until morning. Breathe slowly. Feel Earth turning gently beneath you. Feel your own heartbeat matching the stars turning. There is nothing left to search for, nothing to hold, only light, motion, and quiet within you. Sleep well and dream softly. Tonight, as you fall asleep, the solar system continues to circle the Milky Way one orbit, taking 225 million years. And in that dance, you turn as well. Steady, gentle, eternal. You are not apart from the stars. You are one of them resting. Sleep now, traveler of light. Sleep in the planet's turning, in the universe's breath, and in your own peace. Good night, and may the stars guard your dreams.